I said, look, bitch, called Whoville. There's people over there. And I said, great. I gotta go that way, up, down, or sideways. And I said, where's the GPS? And I said, you know, bitch, take a picture on Tuesday. Open that motherfucker up when you get lost and say, well, how the fuck did I get here? And I'll say, you know, smash the phone off a window and say, how many fucking drinks did I drink? And I'll say, well, you know, I walked Tuesday by Friday. Then Thailand was Taiwan. And then I said, Hong Kong, let's talk about konnichiwa. And I said, how you do konnichiwa? And I said, you know, it's I don't know, it's you know, really, talk 7 languages on Tuesday, speak $50,000 on Dong Day. And they'll say, you know what, you're a goddamn loon. And I said, well, loons do sound fantastic, but pounds sound quite nice. And call it music. And then they'll say, what the fuck is he talking about? I'll say, it's pound and yo. Yo. Going that way. Music? Here? Or better that way? Music? Better that way or that way?
This way. This wayครับซอย
ซอย
ซอยพูดยังไงครับตัวเองซอยอ่ะ เขาจะ
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Is it that way?
Yes, that's way. And you see รสนิยม
No.
Yes, and you turn left.
YOLO. YOLO? We'll say it on Tuesday. Kapuka. Call it Tuesdayville on YOLO land. And I said, well, what's yo? And I said, well, that's what we do in Jukewater. And I said, yo. And he said, nah, bitch, it's not a yo, it's a yo. Hot as fuck when you say, yo. You know, I know everybody's like, oh, well, you talk too goddamn quick. And I said, we ain't never lived on a desert, so fuck your mother until Tuesday. And then Eddie said, you know, we're gonna get manic on the. I said, Eddie, sounds like fun. Can I drive through the ocean? And he said, no, you gotta get here eventually. And he said, well, I'm going to fucking Hawaii. You know, really. And I said, call that bitch tomorrow. And she said, well, call ATM land. And I said, well, you know how to do that. Call 5,000 a dong. Or call it 20,000 dong. Or take 1 times it by 22 and say, I'm going to add 3 zeros to it. Go to Dongville, call it Vietnam, and say, well, you know, rip me off for 5 cents and I'll knock your fucking teeth in. I mean, really, it's a manic conversation with yourself unless you say, well, technically speaking, I got fucking $5 because the goddamn ATM said I'm half a mile that way. Motherfucker said, not him, but the guy whose, you know, image was over there looking the same way, but he said, well, get a dong. And I said, I gotta walk for 5 billion fucking years to get a dong. And she said, well, what's a honky dollar doing? And I said, well, you know, I know it's 8 times 1 in USD, but then they gotta go to fuckland on Tuesday, so that's 22 times 000. And I said, well, you know, what the fuck are you? And I said, you know, Mexico, call it pesos. And I said, what's the Philippines looking like? And I said, you know, bitch, how about you meet me in Hawaii on Philippine Day? And I said, well, that ain't gonna work, you know, they got guns over there. And I said, great, Hawaii sounds quite nice in Stupidville. You gotta go through customs first. Oh, great. Walking with no shoes, really gonna say, you know, sit over there for 5 days. And I say, you know what? You got Wi-Fi? Matter of fact, give his phone back. Snatch the phone on Tuesday. And I said, great. Got any Under Armour? One time they said, you know, you went to Turkey and Egypt. Oh, you know, you're gonna have to sit over here for a day. And I said, I'm gonna miss 10 flights. And then Eddie, you know, when we came back from Egypt, he said, I'm in a dangerous rush. Bitch, you have to figure it out right fucking now. And I was like, Eddie, you know, you don't do that. And he said, you know, I'm from law school. I give a fuck about what you're talking about. And I said, you know, bitch, get your own goddamn room. And then we screamed at each other. And I said, you know, I ain't gonna never travel with this bitch until Tuesday land. And she said, bitch, Hawaii or your fucking mother's house? And I said, well, ha! I hear they have an ocean in one of those areas. And they said, well, I gotta go to Stuckupville and do it. And I said, great, Dad, I'm gonna knock your house over. Call me the Big Bad Wolf, bitch. Or call me Robin Hood on Tuesday. Can I steal something? Quickly go like that. Or just say, fuck you, that's how I do it in your face. And then I say, does Greece taste like an island? He said, walk that way until 5 years happens. Little brother, that motherfucker was a roach. I gotta kill every roach today. So I'll start with, where's that goddamn sun that made everybody so goddamn hot? Oh, is that a star? Knock that bitch out of the air. They say, well, you know, you knock every goddamn tree down. One of these days, they're gonna say, you know what? That was a plane. Can't do it on Tuesday. And I say, knock that bus over with a water bottle. And I say, well, you know, I did that in Hong Kong. And they say, well, you know what? We're gonna have something to stab you with by Wednesday. Here in Detroit, you know, the wife will say, you know, I'll blow your face off. And I say, great. I'll go break through your window. He said, do it on Tuesday, and I'll knock your face off. And I said, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna catch a bus to your fucking front door. I'm gonna sleep in your backyard. And I'm gonna say, hey bitch, how's fantastic life? And she said, well, you know, want to smoke a joint? And I said, let's get high as fuck. And she said, well, you know, you got to piss on something. And I said, well, you know, if going too far sounds way too crazy on Tuesday, we got a bike.
มันต่างกันคุยกับคนทั่วไปนะ
And I'm gonna say, you know, I'm gonna ride to this bitch's house on Tuesday. And they're gonna say, you know what, do that on Wednesday. And I said, you know, how's a nail clipper work? Chop every fucking thing off on Tuesday. I said, catch the bus for 7 hours, miss one on Tuesday, and then call it fuckland. What's this motherfucker talking about? Freshwater? Fuck it.